So first of all, we can establish this, right? So the graph passes through the points A0, negative B0, and C0. So here's A, here's negative B, and here's C. We don't know where they are. You know, they could be in any order, because we don't know whether A, B, C are positive or negative. So we could just have them in this order. It'd be something like this, right? Now, if we vertically stretch the graph, what happens to this point? Well, if we vertically stretch the graph by a factor of 17 million, what's going to happen to that point?
It's going to stay there.
I'm sorry?
It's going to stay in the same spot.
I'm sorry, Megan.
It's going to stay in the same spot. It's not going to
Why?
go up or down or something.
Yeah, okay, that's true. Why? And then I'll put you in the spot. Go ahead and answer if you want, but I'll let somebody else pick up on it.
Because I forgot what I was going to say.
What does a vertical stretch do to a point?
Multiplies it upwards.
Well, it multiplies what?
The y coordinate.
Yeah, it multiplies the y-coordinate by that number, right?
The y coordinate is 0.
The y-coordinate's 0, so that's a perfectly good explanation of why the zeros are still at the same point, right? Okay? So if we multiply a vertical stretch multiplies the y-coordinate if the y-coordinate's 0, that means there's not going to be any change in its value, right? Still going to be 0. And geometrically, it moves every point 17 million times further from the x-axis, right? Okay, now instead of 17 million, I'll just say big A because you're used to that symbol. Okay? If we move everything A times further from the x-axis, these points have 0 distance from the x-axis. They don't move. That makes sense? You want to understand that about vertical stretches. If that's not clear, you don't totally understand vertical stretches, and you want to make sure you do, okay? Because vertical stretches, you know, they give people trouble. Typically, you know, give half the class trouble throughout the course, okay? So you need to understand these two properties of vertical stretches, how they apply to points on the x-axis, and also how they apply to points that aren't, and how they apply to the general shape of the graph. And which, y'all did pretty well on that in the midterm, okay? So continue to do well on it, please. Okay?